Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back into Bauma 2022. We are here again at the Bobcat booth. We've spent a lot of time at the show here because they have had a lot to talk about in terms of new products. And in this video, we're going to focus on something that was actually announced before Bauma, but is actually making its public debut here at the show. And that is the S86 skid steer and the T86 compact track loader. Now, both of these machines are part of Bobcat's new R Series generation of loaders. Those machines were actually first introduced, or this generation of machines was first introduced back in the end of 2019. So there's about 3 years here in between the initial launch, and really Bobcat says that these two loaders are actually going to cap off the lineup. They are the two largest loaders in the lineup, and Bobcat is calling them the most powerful loaders that they've ever built. Now, part of the reason these are the most powerful Bobcat loaders ever is the fact that they have more available engine power. Both of these new loaders are powered by new 105 horsepower Bobcat engines. That is the most engine power that has been put into a Bobcat loader to date. But the most substantial power upgrade comes to the new hydraulics on both of these loaders. In fact, this is a first of its kind hydraulic system that Bobcat has placed at the heart of the T86 and the S86. And the first component of that really is going to be called Superflow. For the first time on any loader, including all of the rest of the R series, Bobcat has implemented 3 auxiliary flow outputs in both of these new machines. First, you have standard flow, then there's high flow, and then there's the new super flow. Now, standard flow is rated at 23 gallons per minute, while high flow ups the speed to 36 gallons per minute. But the new super flow ups productivity by 15 to 20% by providing you with a full 42 gallons per minute of hydraulic flow. But the other really kind of big improvement to this hydraulic system, beyond just being able to push, more gallons per minute of hydraulic fluid to the attachment, is that it's a variable flow pump. And that's the first time that Bobcat has actually put that type of hydraulic pump into one of its compact loaders. It's kind of part and parcel to the whole Superflow conversation, because with the increased headroom that Superflow gives you, you're pushing more gallons per minute than you were able to before. With the addition of that variable pump, you're actually able to divert some of that hydraulic fluid that you don't need to go to the attachment into the drive of the machine, and it just makes the drive, the feel, and really the that kind of feeling of the attachment or whatever work tool implement, and how well you're gripping the ground, and your capability of controlling that attachment and doing the work productively. It really makes a drastic difference at the end of the day. And look, along with that higher flow option, Bobcat has also added a new 5-coupler connection block that will allow you to use the larger 3/4-inch quick coupler connectors and 3/4-inch attachment hoses in addition to the 1/2-inch connectors that were already present. But let's go back to that 105 horsepower engine for a second. Like the rest of the R Series loader lineup, the S86 and T86 feature Bobcat's new inline engine design. Now, the new design generates more torque across a wider RPM range, and it allows the machine to stay in peak torque range a lot longer. Now, Bobcat says the engine delivers more power in more situations than both its own previous engines and those from the competition. And with this new engine design, Bobcat has also implemented valve adjustments, a new camshaft design, and a new fuel system. Now, this new fuel system features a new vertical fuel tank, and the new camshaft design and fuel system have increased fuel efficiency on both of these loaders. The engine inside the S86 and T86 meets Tier 4 regulations without a diesel particulate filter. Now, another big improvement critical to these loaders' performance is the new cooling system that the S86 and T86 share with the rest of the R Series lineup. For this generation of loaders, Bobcat has redesigned the cooling system with a higher capacity radiator and oil cooler, along with a fan that is 50% larger. Plus, Bobcat moved the cooling package further away from the cab, and that has led to a decrease in cab noise. Now, the higher capacity and larger size of the cooling system and the introduction of these larger, more powerful loaders, it was done in response to operators using skid steers and CTLs in larger and more difficult jobs as the years have gone on. And Bobcat says the R Series machines give you the ability to use more attachments and to use them longer without fear of overheating your hydraulic oil. Now, the other key component to this new cooling system design is the new cooling pattern. Past Bobcat cooling systems drew the air from the top and blew it out of the sides of the engine compartment, but the new package actually draws air from the rear of the machine and blows it out of the top of the package. And the result is more cool air surrounding the engine. Now, another R-Series design we need to discuss on these S86 and T86 loaders is the external design. In general, Bobcat calls the new body on these machines its strongest and most durable yet, and that goes a long way toward increasing comfort, confidence, and capability in these more powerful loaders. To begin with, Bobcat is no longer fabricating its loader arms. On the R-Series, Bobcat is building its loader with a cast steel manufacturing process, and this design features fewer weak points because the corners of the new arms are built without fabrication. Bobcat says the new loader arms are 20% stronger and more durable than the previous loader arms. Look, another benefit of this cast design is that the arms are less bulky in general, and it gives you greater visibility to the ground and to your work tool. And with that change to the loader arms, Bobcat has also moved the loader linkage. It's now on the back of the machine rather than below the loader arms themselves. And this change also brings a further increase in visibility. Plus, Bobcat has re-optimized the linkage to improve lifting capability throughout the loader's range of motion. And the tilt cylinder design has changed as well. Bobcat removed the hoses, tubes, and skid plates from the cylinder to increase visibility to the work tools. Now, in terms of controls, the S86 and T86 boast Bobcat's latest advances in control technology. Both of these loaders feature Bobcat's selectable joystick controls with drive response mode, speed management, steering drift compensation, and horsepower management. The controls are also compatible with Bobcat's Max Control remote control system, and that allows you to actually operate these loaders using an iPhone or an iPad. For operators in the seat, the S86 and T86 deliver a premium control feel with improved engine to work group efficiency. Plus, the controls allow operators to adjust the joystick sensitivity of lift and tilt functions to match their preferences to the demands of the job. For applications that demand precision, you can adjust between slower and smooth movements. For jobs that demand speed, you can adjust for faster lift and tilt. And look, for veteran operators that value speed over everything else, the controls can be adjusted to set a faster response time. Now, rounding things out here on the cab and maintenance side, the cab of the S86 and T86 is a sealed one-piece tilting design that makes for a quieter and cleaner operating environment, but also easier maintenance access. The loaders also feature standard automatic ride control, along with automatic heat and air conditioning. The T86 can be outfitted with Bobcat's 5-link torsion suspension undercarriage, which reduces vibration for high-level comfort throughout the workday. Well, all right, guys, that's going to wrap up our very first look at the new S86 skid steer and T86 compact track loader from Bobcat, capping off that new R-Series generation of compact loaders with the two most powerful loaders that Bobcat has ever produced, thanks to that 105 horsepower engine and the awesome new Superflow hydraulic system and variable pump. All right, guys, well, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those in the comments. We love hearing from you guys. Be sure to check out these machines on ironpros.com, where you can find specs, videos like this, pictures, and a whole lot more. Be sure to research your next equipment purchase the smart way with ironpros.com. And we'll have a lot more from Bauma 2022 this week, so stay tuned. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you in the next one.